In this video, we're going to practice writing systems of linear inequalities represented by graphs. So now we're given a graph, we're going to go backwards and come up with the system. So one of the first steps we need to do is find out what the equation of the line is. So the first thing I like to do is find the y-intercept. Then from the y-intercept, I have to figure out what the slope is. And then you need to figure out if it's a solid or a dotted line. The most difficult part will be the shading. We need to figure out if it's shaded on the top or on the bottom. Once we have all of this information, we write our line in y equals mx plus b form. So we're going to use this checklist to help us write the systems of linear inequalities. Let's take a look at this first one. I'm going to highlight the lines because it helps to differentiate between the two. I'm going to highlight this first one in blue. That's the one I'm going to be focusing on first. So if we look at this dotted line, it looks like it goes through the y-axis at 0. So that means that my y-intercept is 0. From the y-intercept, it looks like we go up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1. So that means that my slope is going to be positive 1. We have a dotted line. And if I'm looking at this line, it's shaded to the right of the line, which is underneath. So we are shaded below. So a dotted line shaded below means I'm going to have a less than inequality symbol. Now let's focus on the other line, which I'm highlighting in green. So if we look at where the y-intercept is, if this is the origin, this is -1 and -2. So the green line has a y-intercept of -2. Because it is a horizontal line, that means its slope is 0. We have a solid line. And if you look at this line, it's shaded above the green line. So this would be below and there's no shading down here. So if you look at this line, it's shaded above the line. So shaded above. So if we have a solid line that's shaded above, that would be greater than or equal to. So now let's put all of this together. If we look at our information here, a slope of 1 and a y-intercept of 0, that would be y is equal to 1x plus 0, right? But we don't have to write this 0. We just have to write the x. We don't even have to put the 1 in front. But remember, we're doing inequality. So instead of the equal sign, we're going to swap the equal sign out for this less than symbol. So the blue inequality would be y is less than x. Then for the green one, if we had an equation, it would be y is equal to 0x minus 2. And then 0x will just zero out. So we'll be left with y is equal to 2. Change this equal sign to a greater than or equal to sign. And the second inequality would be y is greater than or equal to -2. Let's take a look at the next example. We have a vertical line and then this dotted line. Let's take a look at the vertical line first, which I'm highlighting in blue. And let's list all the information. So if we try to find the y-intercept, notice it doesn't cross the y-axis. So for your b, there would be none. And then your slope, because it's a vertical line, it's going to be undefined. We have a solid line, and then is it shaded to the left or to the right of the solid line? It is shaded to the left. So when we have a solid line shaded to the left, left means less, this information would be less than or equal to. Now, if the slope is undefined, and the y-intercept, there isn't one because it doesn't cross the y-axis, we want to look at where it crosses the x-axis. So it crosses the x-axis at 3. So instead of it being x is equal to 3, the inequality that represents the blue line would be x is less than or equal to 3. Now let's take a look at the dotted line, which I'm highlighting in green. It looks like it has a y-intercept of -1. So your b is -1. So from -1, find the slope. If you start at -1 and go up to over 3, up to over 3, you end up exactly on the dotted line. So this line has a slope of 2/3. Obviously, it is a dotted line, and if we look at this line, is it shaded above or below? It is shaded above. So when you have a dotted line shaded above, that inequality symbol is going to be greater than. If we put all this information together, the inequality that represents the green line would be y is greater than 2/3 x minus 1. These next examples are very similar to the last two we did. The graphs are just slightly different. So let's just start with the vertical line. I'm going to highlight that one in blue. And you'll notice that it does not cross the y-axis, which means it doesn't have a y-intercept and the slope is undefined. So that means that my equation is going to have to do with the x-axis. So this line goes through 3 on the x-axis. So because your line is dotted and it's shaded to the left, so left and dotted would be less than, the equation or the inequality that represents the vertical line would be x is less than 3. Now let's take a look at the other line, which I'm highlighting in green. The y-intercept looks to be at 2. So we have a y-intercept of 2, and then from the y-intercept, it looks like we can go down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1, and continue this pattern to be on the line. So down 1, right 1 would be a slope of -1. We have a dotted line, and it is shaded below. A dotted line shaded below would be less than. So the inequality that represents the green line would be y is less than -x plus 2. For this last problem, I would like you to pause the video to see if you can do it on your own to see how successful you are. Okay, let's take a look at this first one, which I highlighted in blue. It has a y-intercept of 1, and you have to go down 1 and right 2, down 1 and right 2 to maintain the consistency of the points on the line. So we have a slope of -1/2, a y-intercept of 1, we have a solid line, and it's shaded above the line. So you should have had y is greater than or equal to -1/2x plus 1. If you look at the green line, the y-intercept is at -3. From -3, if you go up to right 1, up to right 1, we continue to land on the line, so the slope is 2. We have a solid line and it's shaded below. So solid below would be less than or equal to, giving us the inequality of y is less than or equal to 2x minus 3. For your summary, make sure you answer the question, how do you determine where the solution is to a system of linear inequalities?